Hi, welcome to the latest Tea with Lady T. I'm your host, Lady T, and today I am super excited. I have the brand and marketing travel extraordinaire, the fabulous Miss Jenni Graham with me today. What's up, girl?
Hey, thank you so much for having me. I'm super excited to be here.
Yes, no, thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule to even sit here and talk to me. So we're just going to get right into it. Let the viewers know, who is Jenni Graham.
All right, so hello everyone. My name is Jenni JChic Graham. I am the Brand Style Curator at the JChic Lifestyle brand. In a nutshell, I am basically your clear premier choice when it comes to marketing, branding, funding, and content. I travel the world, putting my signature brand style statement on it, and I am basically just a person that's all about elevation for the global communities. I'm a mother, I'm a sister, I'm a friend, I'm a full-time entrepreneur, and quite simply, I'm pretty much somebody that you need to know that can bring a light of sunshine to your life. So I'm super duper excited to be here.
Yes, when I first was approached to having this show, and I knew it was all about women empowerment and just everyday women, and you were the first person that came to mind because I've just been watching you on social media, and girl, you are doing your thing. When I say I see you over in Dubai and all these different countries, I was like, oh my God, it's Jenni. So I knew I had to have you on here today. Let me ask you this question. I know you started out in corporate America, because that's where I met you, in corporate America. At what point did you decide corporate America wasn't for you anymore and that you wanted to go ahead and pursue your dream as, of being an entrepreneur?
Well, yeah, I did start out in corporate America. I actually worked in corporate America for almost 20 years. So I started like way back when. My first job was bagging groceries at Kroger when I was 14 years old. And so from there, I went into when I got grown, I went into the field of like administration, banking, which is where we met at.
Yeah.
And I rose through the ranks of human resources, data entry, admin, customer service, telemarketing, sales, all of those type things. And what actually ended up happening was I loved working. I've always been a good worker. I've always been the one, even when back then we used to party. Okay. So we would
Yes,
party,
ma'am.
Monday through Monday and still come in there and be in there, 7 o'clock, 6 o'clock in the morning or whatever, doing our thing. But I was still always a good worker. I still always had a very strong work ethic. And what I realized going through like working for someone else is we were making all of this money, like billions and billions of dollars. If I really added up like all of the money that I made in corporate America for that company, it would probably add up to be millions or billions of dollars, like literally. Because I was always like a top salesperson. I always had the best customer service and things of that nature. So what ended up happening was I was very interested in the style industry. And so I've always loved fashion, I always loved style, like it's always been my thing. And so I started out selling knockoff handbags out the back seat of my car, not out the trunk, okay? Because I was always a little bit classy. So it started out with knockoff handbags, and then I didn't want to go to jail because I don't think orange or stripes look too good on me. So I ended up moving into doing like clothes and jewelry and things of that nature, but I was still in corporate America. So what ended up happening was when you're working a business and you're working in corporate America, one of two things is going to happen. Either you're going to not do good on the job, or you're not going to do good on your business because it's just not possible to really split your time.
Right.
And so what started happening was I was more interested in growing my business and, growing my career. And I was still moving up through the ranks in my career, but it was like, it wasn't interesting to me anymore. I enjoyed interacting with my customers more. I enjoyed going places. That's kind of when I started traveling and things of that nature. So eventually it was just like I was doing just enough on the job, just enough to get by. So I had the business and then I had a full-time job, a full-time business and a full-time job.
Right.
Yeah, eventually it just came to be the way I left corporate America was I was working at a company and I was the last person in. So it was the first person out when they started doing layoffs. And I prayed and I said, God, if I can survive just 1 year being a full-time entrepreneur, and this was back when I had my boutique, I said, if I can survive just 1 year being a full-time entrepreneur, I won't look for a job because it was always easy for me to get another job because I had
Right.
experience, I had the degrees, I had the knowledge, like it was easy. But I said, I'm not going to look for a job if I can go for a year. And now it's been like, I don't know, I think it's been like 7 years full-time, six, I lost count, but so I never went back. I was able to sustain. I didn't lose my house. I didn't lose my, my lights didn't get cut off. I kept being able to feed my kids. And so I just kept going, this.
That's just the grace of God. God was on your side. You prayed to him and you told him what you really wanted to do. And he always knows what's on our heart. So he just opened that door for you where you were able to do those things without even realizing that you let go of the security of that corporate America, that everyday check, and you went out on your dream. And he just sustained you on that. And that's what God does when you decide to go and venture out. So I am super excited and super proud of you. Let me
Thank
tell
you.
you, when I knew I was getting on here with you, because like you said, you started out as stylist and fashion. I said, now I'm not gonna wear no normal t-shirt. Let me put on some with a few little puffs or something,
Yeah.
baby. I
Well, when I
wasn't
came
ready
on,
to.
I said, "Oh, she look good." I said, "Do I need to go change my shirt, baby?" I just threw on a little Versace, but I said, "Baby, I should have put me something on." She got her glasses on, and
Girl, you slay all the time. So, I was like, no, ma'am, I would not be putting on no t-shirt today. Talking to Miss Jenny, I will not.
well, you look good, girl. You look good.
Thank you. Thank you. So, what tips do you have for, women or just anybody, the viewers? So, I always say women because I like to talk to women because we have so much going on as mothers and sisters and daughters and so I always say women, but it's for all viewers, so men don't think that I'm excluding you out on this. But what tips do you have for people that's reluctant on getting out there to start their business or become their entrepreneur or just go search for their dream? What tips do you have for those people?
Well, the first thing that I would say is there's never going to be a perfect time. So I hear a lot of people that say, I'm just waiting on that perfect time to start. I'm just waiting on that perfect time to leave my job or that perfect time to, get started with the business. And there's never going to be a perfect time. I liken it to having a child, getting married, buying a house, buying a car. If you really think about when those instances happen in our life, it's never at the perfect time. It's
Right.
really just like you just got to go out there and do it. So that's my first tip is I want everyone to know that there is never a perfect time. And if you are waiting on that perfect time, you're going to be waiting forever. Um, the other thing that I will also tell them is that once you get started, you can always revamp, regroup, restructure, do it again, go back to the drawing board. A lot of people think I have to jump out there and it's got to be perfect. I got to have a perfect logo. I got to have a perfect branding colors. I got to have a perfect website. I got to have all of these systems set up. I got to have all of these customers and all of that. But that is not true because the thing is, once you get started, that's the only way you're going to know if you're doing it right. So,
Exactly.
if you never start, you're never going to know if it worked. You're never going to know, should I have done this differently or should I have approached this in a different way? So the first thing is there's never a perfect time. The second thing is there's always room for you to go back and change what's not working. And you always have to be in an evaluation mode. What's working? What's not working? What can I change? What can I do better? Um, And the other thing that piggybacks off of that is when you do decide this is what I want to do, this is how I want to do it, you need to get you some wise counsel, baby. Had I known what I know now, I would have had business coaches, mentors, consultants back then. But I
Right.
looked out there like, I'm gonna Google, I'm gonna YouTube, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna figure this out, I'm gonna take this person free information and somebody else got some free information over here and I'm gonna piece this together and I'm gonna do that. But that took, like, I've been in business 10 years, well, 10 years on paper, but actually like 12 years in just real life. But had I known back then, I wouldn't have wasted basically probably about what, 5 to 6 years
Mm-hmm.
doing it off of what I knew. Like I had the um education, I had the experience, I had the business knowledge because I gained that working in corporate America and going to college, but I didn't have the structure. I didn't have the strategy. I didn't know do it in these steps. And so following along with what I said about it's never a perfect time and go ahead and just start it. I will also say, get you some wise counsel, hire you
Mm-hmm.
a business coach, hire you a consultant. Mentors, I don't feel are hired. I feel like mentors find you and they say, hey, I want to mentor you. A lot of people like, I'm looking for a mentor. I'm looking for a mentor. But no, what you need is a coach, a consultant, or a strategist and a therapist. Let's be clear.
Let's be clear on that.
Yeah,
Yes.
add in the therapist on there as well. But get you some wise counsel, learn from someone who's already been there. um a lot of times what happens is you see these pop-up business coaches or business consultants that have never had a business. So if you never had a business, your only business is coaching or consulting, I don't feel like I can learn from you because the only thing you built is a consulting business. Me, myself, on the other hand, I come from a business background. I had a successful boutique for 10 years that now just runs itself. I had other businesses in there. So I can come to you and say, hey, I can coach and consult you because I've been there, done that. No shot
Right.
to any coaches or consultants or anything like that. But me, myself, personally, I want to learn from someone that actually built the type of business that I'm looking to go into. So those will be my tips. And also don't allow any of the naysayers or any of the, like, you tell somebody, oh, I'm gonna do this, that, and the other, and they like, well, everybody and this, that, and the, baby, them the people you need to cut out your life like it's a cancer, because that's
Yeah.
what it is. It's gonna come in and it's gonna eat away at you. So now you laying up at night saying, well, you know what? She may be right, or he may be right. Maybe I don't need to do, baby, get rid of that. Get rid
Yeah.
of, and don't go into it looking at it like, oh, my family and friends, baby, they finna be my biggest supporters. They finna be the big, baby. No. If
Right.
it happens,
Exactly.
boom. If,
Go into it with no expectations of people supporting you. Go into it with your heart of this is what you want to do and build
exactly.
off of that. So I get now you're exactly right about that. Now that is a great, great point there.
And
It
then
is.
to build off of what you just said, another thing is it's got to be a reason more than making money. My reason for now, I'm on this quest to elevate the global communities. It's not about the money, because some people have paid me less than 4 figures and have went on to build a 6-figure brand off of my knowledge. Am I upset with that? No. But what I do know is that it's a passion for helping people. It's a passion for making people look good. It's a passion for helping people get funding for their business. My purpose here is, first of all, to lead people to God. That's number one. But then second of all, is to help them to elevate their life and to make their lives better. Whether that comes, it just so happened I can make money from it. But I'm
Right.
not going into it like, oh, I got to make the money. Because if you go into it with the money mindset, how much can I make from this? What's going to be that? No, you need to go into it with the what's going to be my return on investment, but more importantly, what is the mission, vision, and values of this business that I'm bringing to the marketplace? Because once the mission, vision, and values are lined up, everything else gonna fall into place. You're not gonna be chasing a bag. We don't chase bags over here. The money don't, and I don't say it chase us. I say we attract it. Because
Exactly.
I'm not chasing the bag because that means it's running from me, right? And the
Right.
bag is not chasing me because that means that I'm running from it. We attract wealth, and not just in money. wealth in relationship, mental wealth, wealth in freedom, and being able to do what you want to do, time wealth. That's what I mean when I say attractive wealth. So those would be my tips for anybody that is currently in business or even aspiring to be in business.
Girl, if you didn't just speak right there, baby, baby, you spoke. If you ain't doing nothing else, you spoke right there. Let me tell you that. Yes, ma'am. So also, I've been saying that you go, like I said, abroad and you be in Dubai and all of those different places. Briefly, just tell us what you do. What do you do over there, and how is it part of your branding, or do you have groups? I think you do groups, meetings, or things of that sort. Tell us about that.
Yes, so I'm a travel curator. I'm a travel experience curator. Some people call it a travel agent, but I don't do anything regular. So I am a travel agent, but I call it a travel experience curator. So actually, I'm going to Dubai next week. Oh, matter of fact, the 6th. I'll be going to Dubai in a couple days. Matter of fact, back to Dubai. But so I curate luxury global travel experiences all over the world. So what that means is I take groups of entrepreneurs to these exotic places. I do it domestically too, but we love going to Dubai. We going to Paris. We do Costa Rica, Cabo, and we have these experiences. I don't call them trips. I call them experiences because we're gonna mastermind. We're gonna have content. You're gonna get all the good content. You know I'm a content fanatic. So you're gonna
Yes.
get the good content. We're gonna mastermind. You're gonna have one-on-one time with me. You're gonna have one-on-one time with my team of 6 and 7 figure earners that I bring in to teach you all. But then we're also going to experience the culture of wherever that is that we're at. So for instance, if we're going back to Dubai, so we're going to do some cultural experiences there. When we go anywhere, we try to find at least one or two experiences that are native to that place so that people can experience things that they can't experience at home. Another thing that we do on these is we take some time. So I say we're going to learn, we're going to earn, and we're going to turn up just a little bit. Okay. So it's
All right.
we going to get our drink on. We're going to have a good time. We're going to have some nice, safe fun. And so it's a well-rounded experience. It's not just a girl's trip. It's not just a guy's trip. It's not just a vacation, but all of those. And we're going to find some time for self-care. We're going to go to the spa. We're going to get massages on the beach. We're going to get facials, whatever it may be. But all of those are elements of my experiences that make people want to travel with me. Because it's not just let's go on this trip. So that's a little bit about and then also because I am a certified travel agent, if people need they want to book a girl's trip, they want to book a guy's trip, they want to book a honeymoon, a vacation, a divorce party, whatever, a family trip, whatever it may be, I can also curate those experiences for them based on their needs. So it's just basically whatever people need. But people love traveling with me, excuse me, because it's a whole vibe.
Yes, ma'am. You a vibe in itself. So yes, ma'am, I know it is. Now, how do people and let the viewers know how can they become a part of that group or that list to be the entrepreneurs to be a part of those experiences and give them the information on how they can do that.
So you can find me on all social media at JChic, which is JChic Lifestyle. I'm actually getting ready to relaunch our Wealthy Vibes Tribe. So our Wealthy Vibes Tribe is my community of entrepreneurs that level up in luxury and succeed in style. So in the future, going forward, anyone that wants to come on our experiences, that wants to come into our in-person events, because I also lead masterminds and classes and things domestically as well. So going forward, anyone that wants to be a part of our experiences have to be a part of my tribe because I feel like my community is so important to me that I don't want just random strangers.
Right.
Hey, I want to go on your trip. I feel like if you invest in, and at the time of this recording, my tribe is only $49 a month. So, and that's to have access to everything, not only this $1 billion brain, but our travel experiences, our in-person experiences domestically, and just be a part of a community that's all about elevation. So you can find me on any social media. You can Google JChic Lifestyle, baby. I'm all over everything. But you will be able to join our Wealthy Vibes tribe, and you will be able to get access to all of the experiences that we have. Or even if you're a person that don't want to travel, you just want to learn how to elevate
Right.
the business. That's the base level of being a part of my brand, is being in our Wealthy Vibes tribe community. So that is the basic way to find me. You can actually, like I said, anywhere you Google JChic Lifestyle, all of my everything is gonna pull up. You can see my articles. If you look on any social media at JChic Lifestyle, you can see kind of what I do. I tell people to peruse my profiles and see if you even like what you see,
Mhm.
because people can tell you anything. Like, I'm sitting here talking to you and say, hey, we do all these amazing things, this, that, and the other. But you may look at me and be like, I don't want to be a part of that. It sounds good. So I always tell people to check out who you want to be a part of. Check out the communities that you feel like you want to be involved in. Look at them. Look at their reviews. I'm highly rated on Google with all 5 stars, and y'all know Google don't lie, okay? So look at the people. Research, baby. Research. Go deep down. Go far. Go far back. And make sure that it's something you want to be a part of. But you can also find my website at jchiclife.style. But yeah, all over everywhere, I'm JChic Lifestyle. And that's another gem. Keep your stuff the same all over everything. So you don't
Right.
have to be like, on Facebook, I'm this. On Instagram, I'm this. On LinkedIn, I'm this. I'm either Jenni Graham or JChic Lifestyle anywhere you look for me. So that's how
Yeah.
you find me.
That's a good tip as well. That's a really, really good tip. So one last thing that I know that's important to you that I want you to speak on. I know that I read that you have a foundation.
Yes.
So yes, tell us a little bit about the foundation and how did you get started with that?
Yes, so I have the JChic Foundation, which stands for Jointly Cultivating Highly Invested Communities. So I took JChic and broke it down into an acronym. Again, that's Jointly Cultivating Highly Invested Communities. My foundation is a 501c3. It's a nonprofit that is geared toward stopping teenage pregnancy and young male violence. So this is something that's very near and dear to my heart, because I was a teenage mother. I had my first child at 15 years old. Do not recommend. 0 stars, negative stars. Please don't do it. Please,
Right.
please rethink, reconsider. Okay, but living that experience allowed me to be able to see why it's something that I feel that our young girls and young guys, they need something else. So what I do in order to cultivate these highly invested communities is I bring in the arts, and then I also bring in entrepreneurship. So I want to show them something else to do besides laying up with their little stanky nappy headed boy, or besides going out here and getting in the streets and picking up a gun and joining a gang because you have nothing else to do. So my
Mhm.
nonprofit is showing these young, I like to start in like elementary school, because
Right.
if we don't start in elementary school, someone else is gonna start in elementary school with them, and by the time they get to middle school and high school, it's already too
It's
late.
too late. Yep.
Yes.
That's true.
So we are gearing up for this next year to do a lot more with the JChic Foundation. We're going to be having events for young people wanting to get into entrepreneurship. We're going to be bringing in artists of all types, whether it's print, whether it's photography, whether it's painting, sewing, t-shirt making, singing, dance, art, whatever it is, and giving these young people something else that they can
Yeah.
do besides getting into trouble. So, and we'll be taking donations. We'll be doing fundraisers. We'll be doing drives. We'll be doing prom drives and all sorts of things. So, anyone that is interested in partnering or getting more information or getting your kids involved in the JChic Foundation, please feel free to shoot me a message, shoot me an email, shoot me a DM. I don't care how you find me and get in contact with me, because y'all, we gotta save these communities. We got
Yes.
to
You
save these
yes,
communities.
yes,
I,
yes.
and I'm gonna finish with this. I tell people this when they ask me why I do what I do. If I can take one person and help that person change their life through entrepreneurship, one person, that one person can change their family's life. When they change their family's life, now they can change the community. And when they change the communities, we can change the world just by
Yes.
one person. So if this one girl, this one little nappy-headed girl from South Carolina, baby, can change the world just by changing one person, I tell everybody, think about that one person. Think about that one person. And that's what I'm on the quest to do, is elevate the global communities. And I can do it if I just get one. So
Yes. You are so amazing, Jenny. Like I said, the viewers don't know, but we've been knowing each other for years and years and years. And girl, you have just blossomed and just became just someone just so inspirational. And I applaud you on that. And I really do appreciate everything that you have contributed to this broadcast. And hopefully people that's watching, they will reach out to you and get to get involved in some of the things that you have going on, because I can say just talking to you and looking at your social media, you are really doing your thing, and I am so, so proud of you.
thank
So
you. That means the world. And I just want to tell y'all, like, I'm sorry.
no, you fine.
It's nothing but the grace of God, y'all. I came a long way. You know what I'm saying?
I know. I know. And I just, girl, I promise you, every time I see you, I said, dang, Jenna doing her thing. So for the viewers out there, I promise you, it starts out, it may look rocky. Your life may be to a point where you just feel like there's no coming up. But if you keep your trust and faith in God and keep a tunnel vision on getting to where you want to get to in your dreams, I promise you, it will come into fruition. And just looking at Miss Jenni Graham, baby, I know that is fact. So thank you so, so, so much on being on the show. I know I'm gonna let you go because baby, you got so much going on. You got to get ready for that trip to Dubai. So
Girl,
again,
stop. I ain't packed a thing.
thank you so much for taking the time out your day. I appreciate you. Viewers, teasters, that is all. We have spoke with Miss Jenni JChic Graham, and get at her on all of her social media, on her LinkedIn, and reach out for if you want to donate to her foundation, or if you know any young girls and young boys that needs to be a part of that, please reach out to her as well. And that is it. I'm your host, Lady T, and thank you for tuning in, and see you next time. Bye.